What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today doing a simple re-ring and cam install on a Gen 4 Hemi. Doesn't go quite as planned. So with that being said, let's get to the video. Alright, we're out here in the OK Car Mods engine room. It's hermetically sealed. We're just going to get right into it. Right into using their own socket, straight out the gate. Something I'd also like to mention is I don't actually know the condition of the inside of this engine. It was running when pulled, but the guy said it had a bad lifters and a bad cam. So we could see something bad, I don't know. Just wanted to preface that in case there's any surprises. Pull the rocker assemblies off. I'm taking all these bolts out. You can just leave the bolts in and those little locking washer dillies. That would be significantly easier. Rods or valleys, whatever the heck they are. Push rods look fine, no worn ends. So it was that fast. Now we just need to pull out the head bolts. A lot of gunk in here. Weirdly, this cylinder is like spotless. These are all black. I don't know if that one's like new or something, or if they've already been in here. If the previous owner's already been in here and did something, I don't know. Cylinders look fine from what I can see. I don't really want to turn it over. But yeah, heads off. Pull these lifter trays out and the lifters, and then do the same thing on the other side. Ooh. Yeah. If you can, yeah, you can see this lifter is definitely trash. So we had one bad one on this bank. So maybe that's why this cylinder's so clean. I don't know. That's still weird to me, but I'm gonna pull off the other side. I'll show any carnage, but you guys don't have to watch me do the exact same thing on the other side. Got the other side off. No sign of lifter damage. There's just like all this carbon or whatever debris in there, but these are all going to come out anyways and get new rings, so I'm not worried about it. But just like that, it maybe took like 25 minutes or so, and top end of the engine's completely disassembled. So you can see because of the lighting, we're going to get all this stuff off and get the cam out and see what that thing looks like. Alright, here's our tensioner. I'm gonna see if I can't, I've got a drill bit, see if I can't like get this pulled back. That's gonna be tough. Just needed a glove. Alright, let's pop this cam bolt loose. Set that off to the side. Put this back in here. This will help us pull the camshaft out. To get this cam plate off too. Oof. Did not mean to do it like that. And there you can see the problem. Ooh. Cam lobe is no more. We got the engine flipped over now. Pretty straightforward down here. I'm probably just going to leave the main caps on and just pull the rods out. You check out the bearings. I don't plan on replacing them unless they look very bad. I don't see any signs of oil starvation on the engine. I think the lifter just failed because that's what Chrysler engines do. They chunk lifters. So yep, I just need to get something set up to where I can keep track of everything. Okay, I've got some baggies to organize, so now we can go ahead, pop these rods off. Bearing number 1 looks good. It's greasy or oily, but that's normal, obviously. That's what you want. Drop this down. Alright, piston and rod number 1 are out. Rings are all free. No sign of ring lane cracks. Once we get all these out, we'll does look like the oil ring's fine. Once we get all these out, we'll inspect the cylinders. But number 1's out. It's pretty free moving. So we'll move on to the next one. Time for number 2. This one looks good. This turns over really easy by hand as well, so that's a good sign. Just grab it and turn it. Put number 3 coming out. Speed this up a little bit. Touch any of that with my tools. Another immaculate bearing. Pop this one out. Looks good. Lots of gunk on this one. Bearing looks good. Alright, time for number 5. Bearing looks good. Piston is gunky but looks good. Number 6. Damn. Damn. Bearing looks good. This was the dead cylinder, I believe, or that was different. It's the other side. That one popped right out. Everything looks good on that. Number 8, last one. This one I believe was the dead cylinder. Shouldn't matter for the bearing, but ooh, this bearing actually does have some scoring. The rod looks fine, but I'm gonna need a rod bearing. Dang it. All the way to the last one, and we had some scoring. Okay, so we got all the rods and pistons out. All the bearings looked perfect on 1 through 7. I was feeling really good. We got to number 8, and you can see that is scored. I can catch that with my fingernail. How However, the good news is, if you come over here to the crank, it's completely untouched. It looks perfect. So that's good. With that being said though, I'm going to pull the oil pump, the rear cover, or the rear crank cover, whatever that's called, and pop the crank out. We'll be able to like fully clean the block that way better, and I just want to investigate the main bearings now, just to be sure. If we're already going to put a rod bearing in it, might as well check the rest of them. So. Yeah, these are scored. Interesting. crank is out. Well, we've gone further down the rabbit hole than anticipated. But all the main caps kind of look like this. The bearings, they have a groove that you can catch with your fingernail. The crank, let me double check the crank. So the crank, again, looks like it completely survived unscathed, so it's really the silver lining here. And I mean, with the crank out, we can clean the block up more, and who knows, maybe all that crap from the camshaft lobe is probably could be what caused it. But I got this engine for $300, so I'm really not sweating it. I'm just going to throw some new bearings in it, and we'll sleep better at night because of that. So works out, I guess. Alright, so I did go ahead and look down into the engine at the cam bearings. All the cam bearings luckily look good, which is good because those seem like they'd be a lot harder to replace. I'm pretty sure you need like a special tool to do that, but they are good. And like I said, we've fallen down the rabbit hole a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know, I mean, those bearings, I mean, they honestly, bearings like that, they could last forever at any power level. I don't, you know, it's just kind of the luck of the draw. But once I've seen them, I kind of, I don't know, hard to turn a blind eye to that. So anyways, we'll get them replaced. Added some parts to the shopping list for sure, but that's alright. Comes with the territory. Like I said, it was a $300 engine, so how mad can you be? And it was still rotating. It wasn't like it locked up. It was just probably something that happened due to the cam trying to eat itself. So moving on. All the pistons, all the cylinders look really good. No signs of any scoring, so that's good. We'll be able to just dingle ball. That one's got some a little bit of rust in it, but it's probably just from sitting with a little bit of water in it. These will all dingle ball hone up just fine, and put those new rings in and gap it and be good to go. Alright, so I'm going to end the video there. Basically know the health of the engine now, but it's going to be a little bit of time before I can get bearings in and get all that stuff together. So the next video will be putting everything back together. I usually like to do it all in one video, but I already have a lot of footage from this video and I don't want to make it too long. Audience retention with YouTube, they won't suggest your videos if your audience retention isn't very good, and I feel like the longer the video, the less people watch. I am trying to get this channel monetized. That is my end goal. I know sometimes it probably doesn't seem like that because I haven't uploaded super consistent lately, and my videos probably aren't the best quality, but I am trying. I'm trying to improve. So with that being said, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video.